Angela Rayner has just resigned from the government. She's no longer the Deputy PM and she's no longer the Housing Secretary. Yeah, absolutely cannot make this stuff up. I mean, she was the Deputy Prime Minister of our country and the Housing Secretary, and she dodged 40 grand of stamp duty on her new purchase. If you or I did this, HMRC would be all over us. There'd be investigations, we'd be investigated for tax evasion, they'd be thrown a fine on top, plus they would want their money immediately. But because it's her, it's suddenly all complicated. She even tried to say she was given bad advice by her solicitors, and then made a teary speech on Sky News. So we're all supposed to feel sorry for her now, are we? I mean, give me a break. Her conveyancing solicitors have come out and said that they did not give her tax advice, which I fully believe. As someone who's purchased a lot of properties myself, I can tell you that conveyancing solicitors do not give you tax advice. For that, you need a tax advisor. So is she making it up? Is she confused? Or is she lying? I really don't know, but I'm sure it will come out in any investigation that comes along. Plus, this isn't some obscure loophole. The rules for second homes and trusts aren't new. They've been around for ages, and anyone who knows property will have spotted this miles off. The real question is, was this incompetence on her behalf? Or was it deliberate? Either way, if people who are making the rules can't follow them, and what chance do ordinary landlords have when HMRC come knocking? And here's what winds me up. Ordinary landlords get called greedy. They get hammered with Section 24 tax, EPC upgrades, licensing fees, and if they make a single mistake or miss a payment, they're punished harshly and without any compassion or thought. But the Housing Secretary, who underpays 40 grand, yeah, suddenly it's complicated. We'll have to look into it and we'll do a report. As Angela would say, it's one rule for them and another for the rest of us. And let's not pretend this doesn't land right on Keir Starmer's desk, because this is the man who promised integrity, accountability and honesty. Yet within a year, his own Deputy Prime Minister under investigation for this scandal. Plus she's resigned and admitted she got it wrong. Now if he defends her, like he has done already, he looks weak. If he had sacked her, Labour would be in chaos. Now, as she's resigned, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Does this mean that the government are in chaos? Are they broken? Or by her resigning, does it fix the problem for Starmer completely? Let me know in the comments. And while we're at it, what about Rachel Reeves? She's weeks away from delivering a budget that could squeeze landlords even harder. There's rumours about national insurance on rental income. Those rumours are going around like wildfire right now. So think of this. How can the government look at landlords and look them in the eye and say, pay more tax, when their own party can't even pay what they owe properly? It's hypocrisy at the highest level. Now, this isn't just about Angela Rayner. It's about what happens when you don't treat property like a serious business. Because if someone with lawyers and advisors can get it wrong, like she did, imagine what happens to landlords who try and wing it and they're trying to do it alone. I've seen it countless times. A landlord jumps into a deal because it looks cheap, but they haven't done their numbers properly. They ignore the rules. 6 months later, they're stuck with a property that they can't refinance, a mortgage they can't pay, and the council breathing down their neck. Meanwhile, another investor, same street, same type of property, takes the time to structure the deal properly, run the numbers properly, raise private finance even to purchase it, and walk away with cash flow every single month. Same market, different results. And the only difference is knowledge. And that's why we built Property.School. Property.School is not just about how to find deals, but it's about how to fund them, how to structure them, how to protect yourself from costly mistakes and the downside. And inside we've got hundreds of hours of courses, resources and masterclasses on all of the different property investment strategies: BRR, no money down, commercial conversions, buy to let, deal packaging, SA. It's all in there. And to get this type of content, you normally have to pay £2,000 plus. But for our members, it's included in the membership. It's an affordable, simple way to get access to this knowledge so you know how to start and scale your property business the right way. And you don't make the sort of mistakes Angela Rayner made. You can join Property.School from as little as 50p a day, which works out at just 1 coffee per week, less than 1 coffee a week, in fact. And if you want to check us out, type into any browser, property.school/go. Just type that into any browser, that's the link. Property.school/go. Type into any browser, check it out, click join, because we're here to get you moving. Now let's talk about why this moment in property is so powerful. The reality is thousands of amateur landlords are selling up right now. They don't want the hassle of EPC changes. They're not earning enough money because of Section 24 tax. It's eating their profits alive. They never treated property like a business. And now there's too much pressure. Every time they leave, supply of rental properties shrinks, and when that supply shrinks, rents rise, and at the same time prices soften too. That creates discounts, but more importantly it creates motivation. Sellers are motivated, they want rid, and that means creative deals are finally back on the table. You know, lease options, delayed completions, vendor finance, strategies that didn't work in the boom years a couple of years ago are suddenly viable again. And let's not forget inflation. Inflation is still running well above target rates, which means every month, if you've got money in the bank, inflation's eating it alive. It's losing real buying power in real terms because the prices of everything else is going up. And property, even with all the new taxes and rules, is still a hedge. It still hedges against inflation, like it always has and it always will. It grows, it cash flows, and it can be leveraged so you can scale faster. So what have we actually got going on right now? Let's stack it up. Amateurs are leaving, rents are rising, prices have softened and crashed in many areas, sellers are motivated, and inflation is destroying people's savings. That mix doesn't come around often. And the last time I saw conditions like this was back in 2008. And those who acted then are now sitting on returns that are 10x. And those who waited, well, they're still waiting. So here's the truth. This is a once-in-a-decade opportunity, maybe even longer. But you can't approach it like an amateur. You can't wing it, you can't hope for the best, and you can't copy random tips from social media. If you don't know how to structure deals, raise finance, and protect yourself from the downside, the system will eat you alive. And that's exactly why Property.School exists. So you don't just survive, you thrive. So you don't get punished, you get rewarded. So you can be building a portfolio right now while everyone else is panicking. If you want to learn how to make, manage and multiply your money through property, build multiple streams of recurring passive income and get your financial future secured, Property.School is where you want to be. All of the courses, masterclasses and resources are taught by the UK's top property investors and trainers, all to help you master property investment. It's really easy to join. All you have to do is type that link in, property.school/go, which is property.school/go. Type into any browser and you'll get full access for less than 50p a day, which, like I said, is less than 1 coffee a week. Plus, you can cancel at any time. There's no ongoing contract. Come join us at Property.School today and take the action that's going to change your future. And let me leave you with this. Most people will have heard everything I've just said and they will still do absolutely nothing. They'll tell themselves that I'm wrong. They'll keep waiting for perfection and the right time. They'll keep blaming politicians and they'll blame the market rules. They'll even blame not having the money. But the few who act now, who learn, adapt and take this window seriously, they're the ones who will look back in 10 years with complete financial freedom. So don't waste this moment. Take action. Come join us in Property.School. Again, that's property.school/go. Come join us and I'll see you inside.